take me away from home, away from
Well, it's a chilly day today. We are getting ready for another adventure. My box to be used for storing wood is really useful this time of year. Well, not so much this time of year, but if we should touch the Pyrenees, there's more than likely to be snow still on top, and it'll be very cold. So, yeah, more firewood needed. If you ever get someone to cut your trees for you, or you do it yourself, make sure you cut it square, otherwise there's a bugger to stand up. Wood box can now go back on the van. We've had a couple of inquiries asking about what we've done on the back of Freddy here, because it can be adapted in so many different ways. Sometimes I've got almost like a rack carrier on the back. I can put the bikes onto it. So basically what we've got is two 5mm bits of aluminium. Don't worry about this shaped bit on the end, that's just because I had it laying around, but all you need is two bits of 5mm aluminium angle iron or angle, and I've bolted them together. Obviously the two make it a lot more stronger. You see that? So two bits of 5mm aluminium angle bolted together and then bolted through the actual back of the ladder. So be sure to pick up both sides of the ladder, not just the one side, so it pivots, but both sides of the ladder to hold the two bits of angle in place. And then I've just got a bit of bar that runs from this part, from the end part of the angle, all the way up to the top. Again, just to give it that extra strength. The ladder itself you can buy from most online places, eBay, Amazon. It's a universal fit. When you pin it to the door, guys, don't do what I've seen a lot of people do. You must reinforce that back. It doesn't have to be metal. So on the inside of the door skin, inside the door panel on Freddy, there's 15mm ply that picks up where the bolt holes are, and I've made it as big as I can for the actual panel on the inside. You'll know what I mean if you take the inside panels off. So the ladder now bolts through the door and bolts through that plywood, and then it's the plywood that's compressed against the door skin. That's top and bottom, so make sure you do that. You can see where the holes go through. Two big angles, probably 10-inch brackets, and then I've made a decking that the 10-inch brackets then bolt to if we want to carry anything extra, like heavy, like water, and bits and pieces like that. And you'd have seen that. I will just go back to our Pyrenees, and you'll see that when I have that on the back, because we've got the roof rack, I can have a bar that runs from the back here up to the roof rack to then help, again, stabilise and support the weight of the big bench rack that goes across. What we've got on the back of Freddie here is our spare all-terrain tyre, just in case we have a blowout. And then we have the ramps and the firewood in the ammo box there with the shovel on the back. And we can still utilise the steps because I've made 2 little steps there at the back. So the rack that can fit on the back of there to help if we need to carry other stuff is in the workshop. So we're going to have a look at that, remembering that I've got a support bar that goes up to the top of the roof rack. Before we had the roof rack, I had something similar, and I used a strap that went onto a fixing point on the van, top of the van roof. But yeah, let's go over to the workshop and have a quick look at that now. So just to prove that when I made that video of the old EcoFlow, well, the small one's in use now, powering the lights, and we'll take a look at this rack. So the first part is the support bar that I said goes on the top, and what I've got on the rack is a way of fixing this bar. This is just one of the roof bars that you get. So I've got a way of fixing this bar to the rack, and then there's a hook on the end of here that hooks over the top of the roof rack, and then I can push the rack up in the air a little bit, make sure it's supported, and then tighten it up. So it's just a normal roof bar, universal bit of bar that I've cut down to suit that distance to the roof rack. Nothing special, just a hook on the top, a couple of small tack welds. Yeah. If you haven't got a roof rack, then you'll need, I would recommend that, again, you need something on top. You don't want all that weight, if you're carrying a lot of weight, all that weight hanging off your door hinges. So you'll need something to counteract that door trying to twist. Here's the decking rack itself, and it is literally some cut down decking. So brackets are quite hefty. These particular brackets I robbed off of the old cycle carrier. But again, guys, because we got a rear cycle carrier, I can take this decking off and put the cycle carrier back onto these brackets. It's a real simple job, 4 bolts, boom, done. So have a look underside, got strengthening support in the middle, then the 2 brackets themselves, 3 bits of, what are they, I'd say 60mm by 15mm decking, or bits of wood, doesn't matter what you use, and then a plethora of anchor points. So I've got a ratchet, but I can put a strap through here, that's underneath, and then ratchet my fuel or water on. Also on the other side, got D-rings. D-rings actually all along here. Again, just helping with tying things down. And I had 2 old handles left, and it just made it easier for me to, again, strap things onto the back. So there you go. The cycle carrier come fuel and extra water carrier come back rack. And all this is a, you can see that it's a hinge, excuse the dirt on it, but it's a hinge that I cut down. So quite a big hinge that I cut down. So this slot here can fit in to the roof bar, and I'll see if I can show you how that works. So we've got the universal roof bar with a slot that runs along it, and that slots into here, like so, and then this handle does up, obviously. But the good thing about it is I can adjust this to take up the weight that's required. Very simple bit of mechanical engineering. Yeah. There you go. But like I say, guys, if you haven't got a roof rack, make sure either you get a D-ring and you stick a flex, is your friend here, get a D-ring into your roof onto one of the hard points, or make up a little bracket that runs off where your roof rack mounts are, and then you can run a strap down to help aid some of that weight if you're carrying it on your door. Don't just leave it swinging on your doors. After time, them hinges will either bend slightly, or you could end up with the actual hinge trying to spread itself open. So just be careful of that, guys. But other than that, that is, for us, the best way. Utilising that ladder that's already fixed to the van is the best way to carry extra stuff if you need. So dimension wise, let's have a little look. So just under 4 foot, 120 centimetres width, and the depth 27 centimetres. Remembering that the brackets for them fix onto the ladder, and the ladder is already away from the back doors of the vehicle, probably by about 4 inches. So time you add that all together, that's probably sticking out at the back of Freddie by a grand total of 40 centimetres, nothing more. Hope this helps, and maybe we'll see you in Freddie's workshop again soon.
Many thanks for watching. Please leave a thumbs up and a comment.
And if you haven't already done so, hit that subscribe button. So if you'd like to support us, please click the Buy Me a Coffee link in the video description or in our social media bios. And we'll see you on the road
Soon.